Clearly we're in the same
We
clothes.
have totally organized this over several days with the same outfit.
Several days, just same outfits and everything.
Yes.
So coordinated.
We know exactly what we're doing.
So this is part 2 of 4 in the micro wedding series that I'm putting together on Renouf Writes. Part 2 talks about the kinds of things we chose to include and the things we chose not to include. We were far under budget if you exclude our wedding rings. We actually included our wedding rings. Mine was quite expensive.
Comparatively, because mine was cheap as hell.
We can say what our budget was, right?
Yeah, it was about 10 grand.
10 grand. We had an extra $1,000
coming in under the wire.
Just under the wire. If we excluded the rings, though we did include the rings in the budget, I think $7,500 was what we came in at. Party, sorry, it was a cast
party
of 20.
For 22 total.
Yeah, 22 total. So 20 invitees, and then obviously we have to be there, so we had to factor
If we
ourselves in.
hadn't been there, it would have been weird.
It would have been so weird. One of the reasons why we had a bigger tab was because we went to a nicer restaurant with a private space.
Yeah.
So that was part of the bill. We also had an open bar. That was our big thing when we planned for our wedding. We had a photographer.
Yep.
We fortunately knew somebody. We actually know a lot of people. Yeah. Having worked in media for
when
4 years.
Yeah, when you're in the loop, you know people.
You know a lot of people, and everybody was messaging us to shoot our wedding. Ian Scott Shee, who's I've actually been linking throughout the series. I've been linking his page to this blog, so feel free to click on any of the hyperlinks and you will find his portfolio there. I used to work with him when I was doing publishing for our school's magazine. So he's very, very experienced. Wanted to have a really nice dinner, so Jon actually took care of arranging with L'Abattoir.
Yeah, no, I called them up. They've been in the biz for a while. They'd started doing private events a couple years before. Yeah, it was a couple years before. So they've got a really good team put together. You can't have a restaurant that consistently good for that many years without hiring a lot of people who are really good at what they do. That includes, as far as planning is concerned, or just event staff in general. So working with them was pretty painless. It kind of helps that I also sort of knew not only what we were looking for, but what they would be capable of doing. And they also happened to deal with the flowers on their own. They had a long-standing contract with a local florist, so they set up the meeting between us and the florist to go down and get all the flowers picked out, and kind of just handed her the, just do what you think would work with what we've given you. Part of the whole planning it is just sort of learning to let go of the little decisions and just tell whomever it is that you are paying or are intending on paying, what it is you're looking for, and sort of let them fuss out the minor details.
Have that picture in your mind as to what you want your wedding to look like. Have it all laid out, whether that's drawing it out, writing it out, whatever. That will make your life and their lives so much easier. I didn't have a stagette or a bachelorette party. Jon did not have a bachelor party. Didn't have a maid of honor, and Jon didn't have a best man. We didn't even have a dress code. Like, people, honestly, if they wanted to come in onesies, they could have, but nobody did. They're kind of sad about that.
Yeah, well,
but
maybe not disappointed. Just there was a glimmer of hope that somebody would show up in like an inflatable T-Rex costume.
You should be celebrating the fact that you're marrying somebody you want to be married to, which for us was the big thing, and everything else was sort of...
Make it what you want it to be.
Yeah, everything else was secondary and tertiary, so just enjoy the day, and if there's stuff you don't want, nix it. Yeah. So that's video 2. Stay tuned for videos 3 and 4.
Yay.